pelikula, ay, may Chanda Romero pala. This opened the day of the martial law. And then nagrebelde na ako. I just didn't understand it. I quit school. I ran away from home. I know that they were so unhappy and disappointed and angry at me. I just disappeared.
Magandang araw, Pilipinas, at sa ating mga kababayan sa ibang bansa. Welcome to Tictalk with Aster, Amoyo. Sa araw nito, mga kaibigan, ay isa na naman pong special na personalidad ang ating makakakwentuhan, an award-winning actress. Of course, she's a very seasoned actress. At isang kaibigan, mga kaibigan, let's all welcome Miss Chanda Romero!
Thank you for having me. First of all, oo nga, no, magkaibigan tayo. From dekadas ago.
Yes!
Happy 5th anniversary.
Oh yes,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Malapit na on July.
And of course, belated happy birthday to you!
Yes!
Yes! Yes!
Oh, di ba meron nga akong ano dyan, candles kanina, ikaw pa yung nagulat.
Ako yung nagulat, oo.
Para
Nakakatuwa. How did you celebrate your birthday?
sa ospital.
Di
My
ba?
better half was not feeling so good yesterday, so we decided na lang na magpa-CT scan na.
Ito yung mga ano na wala kang choice, di ba?
Oo,
Oo,
naman.
di ba? Wala
At
kang choice.
anytime, sige, there'll always be a birthday and there'll always be time naman to celebrate. But, di ba, pag sa ganyang mga klaseng kaso, eh, syempre, take care of your better half.
May mga instances talaga na hindi talaga natin maiwasan.
Hindi mo pwedeng i-excuse
Yes,
talagang.
correct.
Sabi ni Lord, doon ka muna, pahinga ka muna.
Yes. What's important, you were together with your hubby.
Yes,
Di ba?
naman. Oo.
Kumusta ka na? My God, it's been like ages ago.
Ages ago,
Oo.
you and me, Diyos
Yes,
ko.
yes, yes.
70s pa tayo.
Of course.
Aster.
I started with Vicor.
I think I met you in 1973. Because
Yes.
that was about the time of
about that time.
Vicor.
But pero naano ko yung pagpasok mo rin. All these years, more than 5 decades.
5 decades.
And then you're still there.
Salamat sa Diyos naman, di ba?
Alam mo kasi, pag magagaling ng mga aktor, they stay.
It's really loving your craft, respecting the people around you. What good is it kung magaling na magaling ka, hindi ka naman magaling makisama?
Number
Diba?
1 yun, oo.
So, it has to be a balance of two. Team player ka rin na hindi lang ikaw lang ang kabig ng kabig. Pag pinakiusapan ka na, Tita Chance, baka mag-extend tayo ng ganito. Examine mo yung situation, baka nga naman kailangan. And if
Yes,
they
yes.
say, kasi tita, hindi na tayo babalik dito sa ano na to, sa location na to. It's one of those things na, sure.
Kasi yung iba talaga, pag once na
Hindi talaga pa.
Oo.
Hindi talaga.
Oo,
At
talagang mag-walk
papack up ng
out.
sarili.
Mag-walk
Wala na,
out,
bigla na
diba?
lang, ay, umalis na siya.
Oo, grabe, gano'n. Parang wala lamang consideration sa iba, di ba? Hindi mo ma-avoid.
naman talagang
Yeah, di ba?
Situations na
Oo.
every now and then, something will come up. Or maybe somebody fell sick, tapos dinagdagan ang eksena mo para naman wag masayang yung araw. May mga
Yes,
ganyan
correct.
You should be
Correct.
open to all those
Wow,
possibilities.
53 long years.
And
Anong
how nice.
sekreto?
I'm very thankful that towards the end of the year, last year, this has been a really good start of the year kasi I think yung tail end, I'm very grateful to Attorney Georgie for having cast me in...
Congratulations
sa-
na pala sa Espantajo. Yeah, I watched it.
Espantajo,
Oo.
my chance to work with Chito Ronyo, my first horror film with him.
Oh,
Kasi
oo.
we already did The Great American Dream noon for
ang ganda
another
yun.
film
And that's a nice
festival.
movie,
Yeah,
Oo.
nice movie, Ricky Leon. But this is my first horror. It was so nice. It came out parang somehow na liven up. Parang naalala nila uli sa pelikula, ay, may Chanda Romero pala.
Ang dami mo ng henerasyon na inabutan. Is it you who adjust or sila yung nag-a-adjust, yung mga bagong henerasyon nag-a-adjust sa iyo? Pag nasa set kayo, di ba? Siyempre, baguhan or bata.
The case naman ng Espantajo, walang baguhan doon, puro magagaling doon.
yes,
Diyos
yes.
ko,
Lahat kayo magagaling doon,
Di ba?
oo.
Si Juday,
Oo.
si Lorna,
Oo.
Diyos ko, puro
Yes,
mga...
Janice.
Janice.
Oo, di ba? Mon
Janice.
Confiado.
Mon Confiado.
Yeah.
Tommy Abuel.
Tommy
Uge. Wow, anong klaseng cast?
Parang ano
ba
to talagang casting ko na may tatawag
Grabe,
yon. Yes, yes.
Grabe
yes.
yun. And we enjoyed so much. We worked hard. on our characters.
And it was a nice material, kakaiba. Oo.
Hindi siya talagang horror.
Yes, yes.
It ended up to be a story of three mothers and how far they would go to save their family.
Yes,
diba?
yes.
In the fierceness of a mother and the resolve of a mother. Very, very grateful ako sa all the way.
And in fairness naman to you, ang dami mong pelikulang magaganda and you've worked with the best directors.
Yeah,
O, di
yeah.
ba?
Oo.
From Lino
So
Broca,
blessed.
Ismael Bernal, Marilo Diaz
Marilo
Abaya,
Abaya, Danny Shalsita,
even Maning Borlasa.
Aning
nakatrabaho
Borlasa,
ka, yeah.
si Loris Guillen,
Yes.
Mario O'Hara, Eddie Romero.
Yes.
Ang dami, ang dami.
Nabanggit mo si ating national artist, Eddie Romero.
He
Are
is-
you related
yes,
to him?
he is my dad's first cousin.
Oh, wow. Nung una, I thought all the while, yung Chanda Romero, screen name mo lang. Oo,
No.
yung pala, real name mo yun.
Oh, and speak of screen name, kasi yung Chanda Romero, anuhin mo na yun, Chanda Romero, ang iksi lang, 2 syllables lang, and then, it's easy to remember, lakas ng recall, kasi walang ibang Chanda Romero naman. So, we kept
At
it
kakaiba
like
yung
that.
Chanda.
Diba?
Diba?
So, iba naman yung kay Gloria Romero, and they always ask me, are you related to Gloria Romero? Sabi ko, oh, no. Her real surname is Galia. And the story is, kinikwento nga ni Joy Romero sa akin. She was in Sambaguita studio talking to Doc Vera Perez. So, anong pangalan mo? They were interested in getting her. Gloria Galia. Sabi ni Doc Perez, walang dating.
Dating, oo.
Walang dating. He looks beside him. Who should be sitting there but Eddie Romero?
I see.
Sabi niya,
Oo.
ano na lang, Gloria Romero. That's how they got the name.
Galing,
Romero.
no? Galing.
So, nananahimik si Tito Eddie. Sa tabi niya, biglang nakita niya. Okay, Gloria Romero na.
Was the late Eddie Romero instrumental sa pagpasok mo sa showbiz?
No, I entered showbiz in 1972. 2 years after, I worked with him in Metro Manila for the Metro Manila Film Fest din. 4 entries kasi ako dun sa
Grabe ka.
sa piling ng mga sugapa was the 1 entry. Banta ng Kahapon was the one of Tito Eddie.
Okay.
Inay was the 3rd entry with Alicia Vergel, directed by Lino Broca. And Babae Ngayon at Kailanman was a trilogy with Elwood, Joey Gosheng Piawin sa amin, and yung kapareho ko si Tommy Abuel. So that was such an adventure. I can say na, wow, I was there during the golden years. Ang gaganda ng
Oo, totoo.
napunta
Totoo.
naman sa akin. I was so blessed to have had projects na ganun ka-significant with actors and directors who were also the best in the crop.
You entered the industry in 1972. You were 18. Ano yung first movie mo nga?
Ang konduktora under Tagalog Ilang-Ilang, black and white pa nun. Vilma Santos, J. Ilagan. Right away, I was the ka-triangle nung dalawa. First film ni Romy Susara. Funny thing is, this opened the day of the martial law.
September 21,
September 21, 1972.
Yes.
It was a box office. Sabi ko, can you explain to me, ano kaya ang nasa utak ng tao? Then, instead of panicking, na anong mangyayari sa country natin? Ayan na, dineclare na martial law. I'm sure,
Yes,
di
yes.
alam ng masa kung
Yeah,
anong
right,
martial law.
right,
Even
right.
we, parang, well, what does martial law mean? Exactly. So kami sa Cebu, because we only had one TV station of ABS-CBN, nagsara pa yun. So wala kaming communication talaga from Manila. What's happening? Sa Manila, nanood sila ng ang konduktora, box office hit. Sabi ko, ano, parang escape nila na, o sige na, parang...
Hindi, like what you said earlier, hindi
sa-
sila aware
Nanood talaga sila.
kung ano yung martial law,
Oo.
di ba?
Oo, pero sa radyo, pinapauwi yun eh. At 6 o'clock kailangan, curfew.
Curfew, oo, yes,
Oo,
right.
But
right.
that day, it was much earlier.
Oo.
Bahala, nanood sila ng ang konduktora.
After konduktora, kasi martial law to, anong naging experience mo? Dahil parang hindi na normal. Di ba? Lahat nun may permit.
I got stuck in Cebu for a while. Tapos lumuwag naman yung so tuloy-tuloy. I think I came back to Manila. Di naman pala ganun ka. It's just funny when things happen that you don't understand because you think the worst of
Right.
it. And then went back to doing more films with Attorney Laksa.
During the 70s kasi, yun talaga ang naging peak yung mga sexy movies. And you did some.
Oh yeah, I did a lot.
Oo.
By 1974, my second year in the film industry, pumasok na yung mga uhaw na bulaklak.
Yes,
The
oo.
really steamy scene
Oo.
of nasa under the Daranak Falls na
Oo,
kami
yun.
dalawa ni. Oo, very
Bugbog na
steamy
bugbog yung
yun.
Daranak Falls
Oo,
noon.
oo.
At mga
bugbog.
wet look.
Oo. Tapos,
Oo.
sabi ni si Douglas kasi line producer noon eh. Eh di wet look, dapat t-shirt na
Yes, yes.
puti.
Oo.
Ang sinuot ko, mustard. Para pag nabasa, hindi ganun ka
Oo.
baka. Sabi ni Douglas, paka-wise mo talaga. Kanya-kanyang paraan, di ba?
Yes. You went through that stage na,
Yeah.
siyempre, naging uso talaga mga
Yeah.
sexy movies at
Oh,
that
yeah.
time, di ba? Hindi ka rin nagpahuli. In fact, you were one of the most in demand. Oo.
Yeah.
Nung unti-unting nawala yung mga sexy movies, parang doon lumutang siguro yung husay mo bilang aktres.
Nung nag-sexy ako, not long after, nabibigyan ako ng mga role na ang gaganda talaga. Pero sexy pa rin.
What are
Parang-
these movies?
Ang dami kong ginawa na sexy pero matitino. Yung kay Loris Guillen na Kasal, that was really sexy but that was also an acting piece.
Yes, yes.
Pierre Salas na masterpiece din yun na si Vic Vargas was a sculptor. Bulag eh. So, ginawa niya ako ng rebulto. Habang nagmo-mold siya ng ganyan, he would feel my body kasi
Yeah.
bulag siya. So, ang ano ko lang, long hair, pero nakatalikod lang na, wala, nothing on. Obra maestra ang ano nun, title nun.
Yes, oo.
Pierre Salas, ang ganda.
You were part of Aguilar, di ba?
I was part of
That was also a
Aguilar.
nice movie.
Oo.
Actually, magagandang mga pelikula mo noon eh, di ba? And bago ka napunta sa Viva.
That was about the time na punta ako sa Viva, 1980. Ang una talaga at malaking hit was the Dapat Ka Bang Mahalin?
Dapat ka
of
bang mahalin? Sharon, di ba?
Sharon Gabi.
Oh, yes.
I did bagets for them. I did Working Girls.
1984, oh, di ba? Working Girls was also a good movie.
At ang iconic din yung bagets, di ba, of Mario.
Oh, yes.
Grabe.
And that made Agamulak.
Made agam.
Yes.
Ang saya that the term bagets is still being used. The style, the music, you will never forget.
Diba,
Hanggang
na
ngayon,
talaga-
they still, di ba, sila Raymond Lauchenko,
Yeah, yes.
every time they have a concert, there's always the bagets
Yes.
portion.
At saka even yung ano, di ba? Just got lucky. Tumatak yun eh, di ba?
Oo.
Tumatak yung mga ganun. Balikan lang muna natin yung childhood mo. You were born in Cebu. Cebuana
I was
ka
born
talaga,
in
taal
Cebu.
na Cebuana.
Yeah.
Baka in Cebu, sino si Chanda Romero?
Very disciplined life. Kolehiyo, madre. My mom was strict. My grandparents were strict. Cebu society was very eagle-eyed about each other. Who was doing well? Who is straying? It was all fine then until my parents separated.
How young were you then?
I was 12. So, confusion na was my state of mind. And then nagrebelde na ako kasi maybe because I didn't understand what was happening, maybe because I was exasperated and frustrated about parang the ideal of, do parents even split up? Di ba? Kasi mga ano natin nun, simple lang eh.
Yes, yes.
You grow up, pag nag-graduate ka na ng high school, mag-aasawa ka na, and then have kids. That was what our life was all about there. That was what we were taught as women, di ba? And then you wouldn't think na, ba't maghihiwalay? I just didn't understand it. Until yung pagka-rebelde ko na, I was the type kasi who would never answer back to my parents. Hindi talaga ako sumasagot.
And no whys, no ifs.
I was respectful, but I would just go away and do what I wanted to do, pero hindi ako sasagot. Basta na lang, gagawin ko na lang. Very uncomfortable na ako sa Cebu kasi ang dami ng talks about my parents. Ang dami ng talks about my classmates' parents would always say, don't keep her na in your group kasi she's a product of a broken family.
yeah.
She could be bad influence because she's, ginudge ka na kaagad. One day, I got so sick. I quit school. I ran away from home. I came to Manila with 50 pesos in my pocket. And I did not
Really?
know
Oo.
what I was going to do here.
Oo.
Second year high school pa ako. Paano ako magtatrabaho? Wala akong diploma.
So hindi ka nagtapos ng high school at
No,
all?
hanggang second year lang. That's how toxic it was back home. That I just wanted to get out of there, not knowing what I'm going to do or where I'll be.
Paano ko nakarating ng Maynila?
I took a boat with a friend who for a while I stayed with. Pero ano yun, syempre hindi naman indefinite yun, di ba? It was just for a while. Well, until one of my old friends who met me in Cebu, si Donnie Ramirez, who
Oh,
was
yes.
the PR ni,
Yes.
introduced me to Attorney Laksa.
Siya palang naging instrumento.
Siya ang naging instrumento.
Yan, ang papasok mo sa showbiz.
Yes.
Oo. Anong naging reaction ng parents mo back home?
I didn't want to know. Kasi takot ako to know because I know that they were so unhappy and disappointed and angry at me. So somehow parang I didn't want to hear about them. I didn't want to know what they were thinking and saying about me. And ano, basta I just disappeared.
Ilan kayo magkakapatid?
Pito, I'm the eldest of 7. 4 girls, 3 boys.
Yes.
Well, less 1 boy now. So.
Ito yung brother mo na
Who passed
Passed
away
on.
last June.
when they finally discovered na you're making a name in the business, kahit papaano meron ka ng balita noon.
That's another disappointment because I was making a name, pero sexy naman yung mga films ko.
Alright.
So,
Na-shock
galing ka
sila.
sa madre.
Yes.
Ininterna pa ako dito sa St. Teresa sa San Marcelino.
Oo.
Biglang tapos, sumikat kasi ganun, sexy. Another thing na naman to talk about.
So wala ka pa rin communication with your parents at that time?
Meron na, but it was an elephant in the room. It was something we would not talk about. Although talagang feel mo yung
Galit?
something
Oo.
that they just didn't wanna talk about na lang kasi alam naman nila it was too late. I was already there.
Yes, yes.
Laki na ng pangalan ko doing what I was doing. Buti na lang, nag-transition na rin kaagad. Naging actress na rin
Oh,
ako,
yes.
not long after.
Gaano katagal ka bago naging okay ang relasyon mo with your parents?
Siguro mga 3 years. Kasi I just didn't run away. I stayed, I lived in with, bulong ko na lang sa'yo mamaya. Diba? But he was an actor, he was separated na then. But still, diba, I was only 17. Sakit sa ulo.
Talagang parang grabe ang pagre-rebelde mo.
Sobra.
Oo,
Lahat
diba?
na ginawa ko.
Oo.
Lahat ng pagre-rebelde.
Oo.
Habang ginagawa ko lahat yun na pagre-rebelde, the farther I was from my family, the harder the possibility na we will get back together. Kasi pagrabi ng pagrabi.
Yes. Oo.
Pagrabi
Oo.
ng pagrabi yung mga
Kumbaga, kulang na lang nila sabihin, nagwawala ka. Oo.
Yeah,
Oo, diba?
that too.
Oo,
And
oo.
diba?
Pero hindi sila nag-reach out to you na,
They would reach out to me naman, pero andito ako, how much can they say? They couldn't get me to stop working na, lalo na nung 18 na ako. Too late, alam din nila na I was determined talaga to make something.
how about
of
your
myself.
siblings? Anong naging reaction nila? Lalo na nung magpa-sexy ka.
Oh, I'm sure, yun, lalo na yung mga lalaki, mga siloso yun.
Yes.
I heard that they wouldn't watch my movies. Especially my dad. Kasi apple of the eye ako eh.
Yes,
Pero-
panganay. Oo,
Tapos,
di ba? First
makikita
child.
mo yung nahawak-hawakan,
Oo, yes.
hinahalikan,
Oo,
di ba?
oo. Kailan naging okay ang relasyon mo sa estranged parents mo?
Ayun, years after that, medyo okay na kasi nakikita na rin nila na respected na rin naman ako as an actor. A big factor also was that when Tito Eddie in 1977 did a film with me, parang that was already parang, legit na. Eddie
Yes,
Romero na ang
Oo,
Yeah, but even my Eddie Romero films were still sexy.
yes.
Not so stretched out sexy, but they're
Di ba?
a little skin.
Oo, oo.
And even if it's not the skin, it's the concept of me straying from my husband and ganun na.
Right.
So
right.
kahit wala kang nakikita, the story is around immorality but I was working now with the better ones, the real directors.
Yes. Actually, nakakaingit ka nga pagdating siguro sa mga ibang actress. Nainggit sila sa'yo merely because you have worked with the best directors and major film companies. At
Yes.
sa present time,
Yeah.
mabibilang mo na lang sa daliri ang nagpuproduce, right?
For a while, I was under managerial contract with Viva. Kung nasa Viva ka, ang sarap na ng pwesto mo. You know that you'll be in big films. On top of that pa, hihiramin ka pa ng ECP. So,
Right.
kaming tatlo, Jay, Rioloxin, ako, Charo Santos pa was the CEO then of, she talked to me na, pwede bang pahiram muna ng tatlong artista niyo for Soltero? Ang ganda. It was a Palanca awardee
Yes,
na
yes,
kay
yes.
Boy Noriega.
Out of how many movies you've done? More than 400? More than 400. Ano ang pinaka-malapit sa puso mo?
Pinakamalapit sa puso ko, I would think is Ang Mananayaw with Lino Broca.
Oo.
My favorites would be sa 10 yan, 3 Dani Shalsita, Bagets, Working Girls. Pero Ang Mananayaw kasi had a different meaning to me because si Lino offered a Philip Salvador Chanda Romero team. Hindi pa star si Philip noon. Offered it to 3 productions. All 3 productions refused it. Kung bubuhatin ko yung Philip Salvador sa first lead role niya, baka hindi ko pa raw kaya kasi wala pa akong box office record
Yes.
na ganun
yes.
kalakas. Finally, yung si Emperor Films.
Emperor Films.
Parang naging interesado, pero kinausap kami ni Lino, lahat kami, kalahati ang talent fee, lahat, pati staff, pati wardrobe, pati PD, pati ano.
Para lang matuloy.
Para lang matuloy.
Oo. So pumayag kayo.
Pumayag kami kasi nakita namin yung ganda ng
Magandang
pelikula.
material, oo.
We finished it in 14 days. Pero napakaganda ng pelikula. Dami kong nominations on Best Actress. But I think that basta tama na yung na-nominate ako Best Actress in talagang sa akin yung Mananayaw. And it was me.
It was
Ako
your
yung
movie.
Mananayaw.
It was your movie.
Yeah.
Oo. Kumusta naman sa box office?
Malakas naman siya. Even now, film professors from UP and Ateneo and people in the know who, mga critics noon, who were, they still talk about that now.
Yes. All these years, sabi ko kasi, wow, more than 5 decades.
Wow, when you say that, it makes me feel so ancient.
Pareho lang tayo.
Yeah.
Of course, iba-ibang henerasyon din ang mga nakatrabaho mo. Who do you look up to or gusto mong katrabaho at that time?
In the 70s, I was so lucky na ang lahat ng katrabaho ko were all so generous with me when it came to their talent. Si Vilma, at the height of her career,
Never nagbago.
was so kind
Yes.
to me na, kasi usually may papasok na hindi mo kilala na. Parang, sino yan? I never got that from the likes of
Wala
Jay
kang treatment,
Ilagan, who
oo.
were so big then.
Mm-mm.
Eh, napaka-edukado din naman ni Jay Ilagan. Magkano lang ang talent fee ko noon? 500 ang isang pelikula. Iche-cheque pa yon.
Hindi naman post-dated.
hindi naman.
Oo.
Pero pupuntahan mo sa Burke Building sa
Eskolta.
O ano ka? Sasakay ka ng taxi, di ba?
Diba? Kano na lang
Abonado ka na.
matitira?
O, 100 yung checking sisingilin mo.
Oo.
I don't know how I was able to work that out talaga.
Yeah.
I really like working with them kasi parang ang lalaking artista nito pero para silang hindi artista
Mm-mm.
pag
Diba?
kaharap mo na.
Yes, yes.
Parang, ay, totoong tao din pala sila. But even then, never talaga ako. Makapal lang talaga siguro mukha ko. I was never daunted. I was never threatened by, bahala na sila. Basta ako, I'll deliver. Ganun yung ko, first film ko pa lang.
Kasi confident
deliver
ka
agad.
sa sarili mo.
Confident
Yes,
kasi
yeah,
ako.
right.
Yeah, it may be a new field, but this is an old me. Laban lang kung laban. Go-getter.
Dekada 80, you have Agamulak, Bagets.
Sharon, Gabi, naku, ang lalaki din, di ba?
Ikaw ba, nakaranas ka na may mga stars or actors na kung actress, nagpapa-primadonna or
Oo,
nagpapa-importante
but
sa
not
set?
in front of me.
May tinarayan ka na ba?
Oo.
Mukhang nabalitaan ko yun, na may
Oo.
tinarayan ka.
Usually, about scenes na hindi ko makitaan ng logic. Bakit ko gagawin to? Parang hindi ko ma-stomach. Na bakit? Ba't ako tatayo sa point na to? What's my motivation? Yung lagi akong ganyan, naghahanap ng sagot. Kasi you just can't say to an actor na, Aster, tumayo ka dito sa point na to. Siyempre, dapat meron kang reason to stand up,
Right.
diba? I would always be vocal and say, why? Kasi wala ka nang maisip na blocking.
Hindi naman na-offense yung director.
Minsan. Minsan. Kasi wala nang blocking, no. Kaya pinatatayo mo na lang ako doon. Wala namang point na tumayo.
So nangyari din pala sa yung ganyan.
Oo.
Oo. Lalo na pag ano ka na 'di ba? Alam mo na yung trabaho 'di ba?
Oo.
Pero sa aktor, wala ka pang tinarayan na aktor o actress.
No,
Wala
usually
pa.
walang
Wala. Oo.
Yun again, my confidence na hindi ako nakikipag-compete sa ibang actress. Yung kahit gaano pa yan kaganda, 'di ba? May kanya-kanyang qualities tayo.
Oo.
So, gamitin na natin yun as best we can. Ang dami kasing inggit. I cannot believe actresses na para lang masabing sila yung star, magpapahuli talaga sila ng dating sa set. Sabi ko, ano ba, what's the point? Tapos, pag huli sila,
Yes.
lalong tatagal yung working hours namin
Right,
kasi
right,
and what
right.
does that prove? Grand entrance.
Oo. Hindi ka nagtataray.
Kasi it's not my business. Ang dapat kumibo dyan ang mga producer. Kasi pag ikaw na ang kumibo, lalo ng lalaki. Ay, si Chanda Romero nagtaray na ayokong sa mga controversy ganyan na walang kakwenta-kwenta.
Speaking of controversy, was there a time na na-involve ka sa isang controversy?
Na-involved ako.
Hindi ko na kasi masyadong ma-recall di ba?
Buti na lang may amnesia ka.
Oo,
Kung
hindi ko na
hindi, ang
masyado.
dami.
Hindi ko masyado.
Nako.
Basta alam ko lang malaking
Halika,
pangalan
balik
ng
tayo
Chanda
next
Romero.
week, mag-research ka muna.
Hindi, kaya nga ikaw, actually, pati nga yung mga na-involve sa'yo na
Ayan,
hindi ako
tama.
masyado.
Mabuti na lang,
Oo,
hindi
di
na
ba?
maalala.
Nire-recall ko nga May alam ako a few, pero
A few.
a few lang Kaya alam
Buti
ko,
na lang a few.
alam ko marami yun
Buti na nga lang, a few na lang yung naalala mo.
Yes. Para pagkatapos ng interview na to or kwentuhan na to, palagay ko doon ko marirecall. Sa dinami-dami ng mga artista na katrabaho mo, sino ang pinakamalapit sa puso mo?
Si Gina,
Gina Alahar.
si Esmeng, Daria is also close to me although we don't see each other. She's the kind of friend na kahit na hindi kayo nagkita. And then you chat again. It's like it was only yesterday you chatted. Si Dang Cecilio.
Isa pa yun, na matagal na rin hindi gumagawa ng pelikula.
Hindi na niya kailangan gumawa.
Hindi na
ng-
kailangan. I know. I mean, pero
Ay.
minsan kasi it's your passion It's not for monetary reasons or
Yeah.
what. Pero di ba?
Last year, I was able to work with Sandy Andolong. Wow, what a
Napakabait.
supportive,
Oo.
nurturing.
Yes,
Sabi
yes.
ko talaga sa kanya, ikaw talaga, you were born to be a mother. Kasi even with me, she's so
Yeah.
nurturing.
Yes.
In my growth sa Bible study, the Word of God, what I like about her is she's not hardcore. She's not hard sell. Suave yung pagka-inject niya sa faith niya. And
Pati si
it's
Ami.
always
Ah.
in line
Ah.
with
Yes,
what's happening to her.
Right.
She's not the type who say, oy, ikaw dapat ganito,
Mm-mm.
ganun, kasi.
Yes.
She shows her life as a way to open your eyes na, wow, mapibless ka nga pala pag, if you live like that. And, she was so inspiring. That was one of the best things I took away from that project na Magandang Dilag. One of the best things was having grown to be her friend, if she'll have me.
Anong mga natutunan mong lessons and discoveries in this business?
This business is really show business because not everything you see is that.
Yes.
Diba?
Oo.
In this business, no matter how well-intentioned you are, okay, I'll get into this project with all my heart, with all my soul, with all the truthfulness, with all the sincerity, even with my co-workers, you will find na hindi lahat susuklian ka ng ganyan. Pero ako naman, ayoko naman yung I'll get into something tapos lahat i-eagle eye mo kasi sino dito ang hindi totoo, sino dito ang So, when that happens to me, I'll be sincere with you. I will be open with you. If you take that the wrong way, or if you betray me, or if you will abuse my being well-natured, if you abuse that, then it says something about you. Walang nawawala sa akin kasi ako naman to talaga Bakit ako magsa-stress out sa isang tao na, kung masama talaga ugali mo, I will not be here to change you. I will be here to change the way I react to you. That's the best
Correct.
I can do.
Kung i-rewind ang buhay mo, anong gusto mong balikan?
Putol na ang tape. sa haba.
I'm sure kahit papaano may gusto kang balikan, hindi mo nagawa.
Alam mo, ang dami ko kasing nagawa na hindi ko binalak gawin. Bigla na lang na, ay, andito na ako in the middle of all of this situation, in the middle of this fiasco, in the middle of this controversy, or in the middle of this beautiful project. Negative and positive yan. Somehow, it's just my nature na I just go with the tide. And, okay this is the place to be and I'll develop this. Ganun lang. Hindi ako yung overthinker na gusto ko maging ganito. Gusto ko ganito.
I see, oo.
Daring ako in that way na minsan I go in blindfolded na sige lang, wherever life takes me. Daredevil nga.
Sa more than 400 movies na ginawa mo,
Yeah.
is there any particular role na hindi mo pa nagagawa?
Naging madre na ba ako? Hindi.
Hindi mo naman tandaan sa dami.
Baka kung maging madre ako, comedy na yan kasi parang hindi naman yata ka madre. Parang this will be a lot of work para maging madre ako.
Parang hindi
Parang ang daming trabaho natin gagawin dito. Halika, dito na lang tayo sa Haliparot or sa Maldita or sa
Oo.
di ba?
But why are you so effective? Lalo na sa maldita na role. O di kaya the other woman or the mistress.
I think it has to do with my childhood also na parang in my resentment sa tatay ko na lagi ko na lang siyang nakikita with another woman. Parang
Parang
ko
Father
alam,
Me.
nag-workshop na pala ako noon.
Parang hindi mo na kailangan ng workshop.
Oo, kasi ilang beses ko na nakita eh.
Oo.
Ilang beses ko na nakita with my own two eyes because of my resentment sa kanya. Lagi kong sinasabi, pag may boyfriend ako na matino na haven't you thought of getting married? No, I'm never getting married. What? I'll get married and then end up like my mom, chasing after the husband he doesn't know where. Diba? Ay, ginaganon ko yung dad ko noon. No, I'd rather be the other woman. Kasi at least, di ba, hindi ako yung asawa like my mom.
Yes.
Na habol ng habol kung saan ka pupunta.
Sa mga bagong henerasyon ngayon ng mga actors, sino nakikita mo na, she acts like me?
My personality
Yes.
out of
Yes.
off screen,
Wala.
you can't see it na
Yeah, wala Wala.
Because ang dami na nilang palabas eh.
Oh.
No matter what they show, baka sila na yan, but social media will always paint them to be somebody else that they're not. So sino ba talaga? Etong social media figure or this
Yeah,
lady that I see now?
Anong hindi mo makakalimutan sa industriyang to?
Even if I treated this industry as a career, it also added to my strength or weaknesses. It also molded me into the person that I am now. Parang at some point, hindi mo siya ma-separate. Na-enrich nga ako by dealing with people around me. Kasi ang show business, karnabal ito.
Yes.
So much so that if you survive, then you must have learned a lot to deal with these people without blowing up. So it also did mold me. And this is not a money-making thing. It has also molded you into something better.
Oo naman.
It has opened your eyes to what people will do and what people need to do just to attain their goals. The little people na makikita mong ang bababa ng sweldo and what you can do for them, di ba? Parang
How do you want to be remembered?
I'm just the free soul, but I still want to be remembered as the free and carefree soul, but with a big heart, a heart that truly cares. Sa design ng mukha ko, na lagi na akong kontrabida kasi paano?
Yeah.
Ang face ko talaga, pag ang resting face ko, ganyan talaga. Di ba, ang sungit?
Yes.
People think that I'm really like that, but that's
People
just...
think also na suplada ka.
Yes, kasi
Oo.
yun yung resting
Yeah,
face ko eh.
Right.
So, hindi ka naman pwedeng nakaganyan lagi. Diyos ko,
no.
sayang sa Botox, ha? Diba? I mean, ganyan talaga resting face ko. Ganyan ang design ni Lord. It's amazing how they cannot put that apart yung Chanda Romero na nasa screen at yung Chanda Romero na nasa
Off-screen.
That's just my image. But I'm
Yes.
really just crazy and fun-loving.
Yes,
And that's
you
why I'm
are.
71 and I
Yes.
still can laugh at myself. I've made so many mistakes and I still can laugh about it.
Actually, lahat naman may natutunan ka sa mga past relationships mo,
Oo.
di ba? Not only with friends, but of course your exes. Exes, oh.
Excess na nga yung excess eh. Excess na. Diyos ko, ayaw ng airline.
Hindi kasama yun sa pag-mold sa personalidad
Oh,
mo,
yeah.
right? Di ba?
Yeah.
Lahat ng failures na pinagdaanan mo, may natututunan ka eh.
Lahat
Diba?
ng
Right.
mistakes.
Advice mo, lalo na sa mga bagong henerasyon.
I really hope that this new generation now does not look at show business as a money-making pera trip lang. Put your heart into it kasi pick someone na you admire na, let's say, si Vilma Santos, Julian Santos, si Lorna Tolentino. It will help if you pick one of them and then maybe try to examine how long they've been there. And they're still there and still very good. Why? Because they love what they do. They love their craft. They love working with people around them. At hindi pera ang unang nagiging motivation. You love your craft, love your career because it will surely love you back.
And money will follow.
Yeah.
Yes,
That should
diba?
not be
Oh.
the first
Yeah.
kasi.
Totoo.
Kasi kung yun lang, your shelf life will not be so long. Kung pera lang ang gusto mo at hindi mo ginalingan yung craft mo, there'll always be someone new, someone more beautiful than you na who will take
Madali
your
kang
place.
madali kang mag-fade.
Yes.
Oo, diba?
So yung mga magaganda dyan habang bata pa kayo, maganda pa kayo, and are given good chances by big producers, and mahalin nyo yung craft nyo so that you're there for a long time. So you should count your blessings.
Your message to your hubby?
Thank you so very much for being so supportive. Yan talaga, hindi ako iiwan dyan. He will work out. Pag medyo natataranta na ako kasi meron pang mga hindi napaplansya sa production or wow, how will I do this? May taping ako dito tapos tatakbo ako sa isang location na ganun. No, don't worry. He'll just be there and he'll drop what he needs to do. He'll drop his work. So he's so very supportive.
Plans
And
to
I
plug-
love you
eh,
so
wow.
much, my dear husband.
Promote your plug. Congratulations, you're part of PJ's
Batang
Batang
Quiapo.
Quiapo.
Malapit na kaming mapanood. Nag-umpisa na kami actually, pero hinuhubog pa lang yung mga characters. I can't talk so much about it because we just have the structure now. Pero sama alam na namin kung saan yung mapupuntahan. I'm not in the position of revealing it, pero we hope na you will be there and watch for the exciting chapter 2 kasi yung mga papasok na mga characters hindi rin patatawan.
Yes. And your comeback project sa ABS-CBN after?
After 20 years.
After
Kasi
20
yung last
years.
ko sa
Wow,
kanila was
congratulations.
2005. Vietnam Rose
Vietnam
with
Rose.
Maricel Soriano.
Imagine after 20 years, doon ka lang babalik ng ABS-CBN.
But this is so exciting kasi iba din yung system ni Coco Martin. So very exciting. I know it will be very exciting and we will make it exciting for you. We will give it our best. Yan ang pangako namin sa inyo.
And with that, my friend, thank you so much.
And thank you for having me. I
Nako,
really
it's my
enjoyed
pleasure
this.
and my honor. Thank you so much. Like, pagkukwento mo sa kwento ng buhay mo.
Oo.
O, na ngayon lang nila nalaman.
Yes.
Kahit ako, ang dami ko na-discover, ha?
And
Oo.
ikaw naman, more power to you.
Thank you so much. And of course,
Many
to you as
more
well.
years.
To us,
To us,
di ba?
yeah.
Maraming salamat sa Pandan Asian Cafe. Thank you so much to Alvin, Dennis, Roland, Chef Tatung, and of course, Carla and Ems. Maraming salamat. Nutritech, thank you so much, Josh De La Luna, Ever Belena, Hello Glow, Beauty Derm, Eris Beauty Care, Aficionado by Joel Cruz, Doc Rob's Wellness Supplements. Thank you so much to RNA Events Specialist by Richie Ann, Asia Slashes, Sugar White by Sugar Mercado, Nesta Celia Salon for my hair and makeup, Gandang Rick Reyes, Most View from Japan, Memoy.ph, Simple Joy Furnitures. Maraming salamat Charles Solano of Solano Hotel, Colorete Clothing by Bebot Santos, Dr. M. Sevilla of Vine Aesthetics, Shinagawa LASIK and Aesthetics Center, Shinagawa Diagnostic and Preventive Care Center. Maraming salamat to Hotbox and of course Romeo Helven, Studio Manila, Tokyo Grill, Tomas Morato, Mesa, Tomas Morato, The Red Meat Shawarma. Maraming salamat, Chanda. And with that, mga kaibigan, maraming salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsubaybay. Thank you so much. Huwag niyo pong kakaligtaan ang TikTok with Aster Amoyo. Every Friday po yan, 12 noon. Hanggang sa muli, dito lamang po sa TikTok with Aster Amoyo. Bye for now, and God bless us all.